Most people researching Madeira find the same thing: stunning scenery, year-round mild weather, the nomad village, the "it's cheaper than Lisbon" headline. What they don't find is a clear, honest answer to the question that actually decides whether you move there or not. What does it actually cost to live in Madeira, month after month in 2026? That's this video. No lifestyle content, no vague ranges, real numbers, honest context, and by the end, you'll know the clear income threshold where Madeira makes financial sense for your situation and where it doesn't. I want to flag one thing before we get into the numbers. There's a specific set of costs that are unique to island living that almost no Madeira video covers properly. They won't show up in any cost of living calculator. They will change your budget. I'm covering those in a dedicated section. Stay with me for that because it's probably the part you haven't seen before. Funchal is the capital and where most expats land. A one-bedroom apartment in the city center is currently running around 1,260 euros per month, according to Numbeo's February 2026 data. Outside the center, that drops to roughly 950 euros. A two-bedroom in Funchal Center starts around 1,600 euros. These are not luxury numbers. These are standard furnished apartments. Here's what makes this more complicated than it looks. Madeira recorded the highest rent increase of any region in Portugal in 2025, 7.4% year-on-year, according to official INE data. The island has gone from affordable alternative to fastest rising rental market in the country. Average rental prices across Madeira have now reached 1,725 euros. And Funchal is now the fastest city in Portugal to rent a home. 1 in 4 properties is gone within 24 hours of listing. That means the number you budget is one problem. Finding a place that matches it is a separate problem entirely. Outside Funchal, the picture changes. Towns like Câmara de Lobos, Santa Cruz, or Mexico bring a one-bedroom down to 650 to 900 euros. Ponta do Sol and Ribeira Brava can go lower, but you will need a car to live comfortably in most of those places, and that matters for your total monthly number in ways I'll explain shortly. On the purchase side, new builds in Funchal traded at over 4,000 euros per square meter in 2025, and prices rose 12.6% in 2024 alone. If you're considering buying rather than renting, you're entering a market that has been climbing faster than almost anywhere else in Portugal, and it is not showing signs of slowing down. For vetted housing contacts and services across every stage of the move, I keep an updated resource guide with everything in one place. Find the link in the description. Now, outside of rent, Madeira's day-to-day costs are genuinely reasonable. A meal at a local restaurant runs around 12 euros. 3 courses for 2 at a mid-range place is around 45 euros. A coffee is €1.70. These are lower than Lisbon and significantly lower than what most of this audience is coming from. Groceries for a single person run 250 to 400 euros per month. Shop local, markets, seasonal produce, Portuguese brands, and you stay at the lower end. The island's volcanic soil produces excellent fresh fruit and vegetables at very low prices. Import your lifestyle and the bill moves up fast. More on that in a moment. Utilities for a standard apartment run 80 to 140 euros per month. Internet is around 40 to 50 euros for a strong connection. These are the predictable costs, the ones that won't surprise you. Budget the upper end of that utility range rather than the lower. Madeira's energy costs run slightly higher than the mainland because the island depends on imported fuel. Consistent, not dramatic, but real. If you want to run these numbers against your own situation, your family size, your lifestyle, your income, I built a free cost estimator that gives you a realistic monthly figure in a few minutes. Link is in the description. Now, the island premium. This is the section that changes the conversation. There are 4 cost categories specific to island living that almost no Madeira video covers properly. First, imported goods. Everything that arrives by ship costs more and takes longer. A laptop that costs 1,200 euros on the mainland can run 1,400 euros or more in Madeira. Electronics, international brands, specialty items, anything not produced on the island carries a consistent premium. Online orders can take 10 days or more to arrive by boat, and items do occasionally go missing in transit. If you're used to next-day delivery and a wide range of product options, this requires a genuine adjustment in both habit and budget. Second, transport. There is no Uber or Bolt in Madeira. Taxis start at €3.50 and charge €1.24 per kilometer. If you live outside Funchal, a car is not optional, and new cars cost more in Madeira than on the mainland due to import taxes. Used cars start around €5,000 to €8,000 at the entry level. Then you carry insurance, maintenance, and fuel, and the island's mountainous terrain means higher fuel consumption than flat road driving. For most households with a car, budget €200 to €350 per month in transport costs. Third, flights. Madeira is 3 hours from Lisbon by air. The government subsidizes flights for residents, covering the cost above €87 on mainland route. That makes regular mainland trips manageable. International connections are a different story. Most routes require a Lisbon or Porto stopover, which adds real time and cost to any trip home. If you travel internationally more than 2 or 3 times a year, build that into your annual budget before committing to the island. Fourth, healthcare. Public healthcare is free for legal residents under SNS, exactly as on the mainland. Private insurance runs €25 to €70 per month for most expats. For routine care, Madeira is fine. For specialized treatments, complex conditions, certain surgeries, you will need to travel to the mainland. That is a real planning consideration if you or anyone in your household has ongoing medical needs. Not a deal breaker, but a cost that needs to be in your plan. If you need health or travel insurance sorted before you move, I've linked the option I recommend in the description. It covers Portugal and works in over 180 countries. If you're looking at these 4 categories and realizing your situation is more complex than a simple monthly budget, that's what a clarity call is for. One conversation, your specific numbers, your specific situation. No generic answers. Link is in the description. Now the budget tiers. Most videos give you one number. Here's why that's useless and what you actually need to plan for. Single person, minimalist lifestyle, living outside Funchal Center. €1,100 to €1,450 per month. Studio or 1 bedroom for €650 to €800. Utilities around €100. Groceries around €275, mostly public transport. This budget is viable. It leaves almost no buffer. Single person, remote worker, or freelancer, mid-range budget, €1,500 to €1,900 per month. 1 bedroom outside the center, occasional dining out, a modest car or regular taxis, basic private health coverage. This is the range most people in this income bracket actually land in. It works, but it requires deliberate choices about where you live and how you spend. Single person, comfortable expat lifestyle, living in or near Funchal, €1,930 to €2,500 per month. 1 bedroom in the city, a car, moderate dining out, private health insurance, some leisure. This is what most expats in Madeira actually spend. Retired couple, renting comfortably, €2,800 to €3,600 per month. 2-bedroom apartment, car, private healthcare, regular activities. This is the range where Madeira genuinely works well. The quality of life per euro at this level is strong. Family of 4 renting, €3,500 to €5,000 per month. Rent dominates. Add private or international school fees, and that upper figure climbs further. One more number before the verdict. Before you pay your first month's rent, you need a landing fund. Landlords in Madeira typically ask for 1 to 2 months deposit plus the first month upfront. On a €1,200 apartment, that's €3,600 before you've bought a single grocery. Budget your landing costs separately from your monthly budget. The first 60 days will feel financially uncomfortable otherwise, regardless of whether your monthly math works on paper. Madeira makes financial sense if you have stable remote income of at least €2,000 per month as a single person or €3,500 as a couple. If you're prepared to live outside the center to control rent, if you can adapt your shopping habits to local rather than imported goods, and if international travel is not a frequent need. It does not make financial sense if you're trying to stretch a tight budget hoping the island will be cheaper than it looks online. Rents are rising faster here than anywhere else in Portugal, availability is shrinking, and the island premium costs are real and consistent. Madeira is a genuinely good option for the right person at the right budget level. It is not the hidden, affordable paradise the lifestyle content suggests it is in 2026. The numbers are honest. Now you can make a real decision. You can always email me too. I read every one. The video on screen right now goes deeper into something you're probably already thinking about after seeing these numbers. It answers the next question most people ask once they've run the budget on a specific place. Click now, and I'll see you there. Ciao.